Yet another trinket from the player's handbook turned into an awesome item. And today's winner is lucky number 78. Number 78 is an ornate scabbard that fits no blade you have found so far. I'm going to call this one the Scabbard of Last Hope. Point is, this item is TPK insurance for the DM. When the party is down and would otherwise be killed, instead they see a flash of light come from the scabbard and suddenly there's a blade in it. Make it appropriate to whatever character's carrying. And suddenly they all feel revitalized and are able to stand up with X number of hit points, X being the appropriate number for that level to finish off the bad guy. Now, maybe if they're a long ways from defeating this guy, it could banish him or something shortly, or just one-shot kill him. Either way, this was meant to be TPK insurance. Now, this weapon could end up binding the characters to some kind of patron or deity. If a character wants to take a pet level in Warlock, perfect time for them to do so. Or you could just give them a bonus level in that. There's nothing in the rules against that. Either way, after the fight, most of its magic is used up, and it's just a +1 or +2 magic weapon, nothing more. You guys can't seem to get enough of it either, so once again, we're back with more trinkets from the player's handbook made into awesome items. Rolling, 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 keep those dice rolling, and today's number is 64. And number 64 is a pyramid of sticky black incense that smells very bad. Yeah, I know I rigged the dice roll. It's because this one was requested. Now this incense, let's call it the incense of dream, though by some it may be known as the incense of nightmares. No matter how much you burn this incense, it never goes away. That sticky black, foul-smelling pyramid is still there. But if you happen to be sleeping in the area where you can smell it, I'll let you decide how far it can be smelled, you are affected by a dream. No matter how the rest of this plays out, when you're affected by this, you wake up with a point of exhaustion the next morning. If you roll a nat 1 on this first check, you get 2. Now have your players roll a perception check, DC 17. If they succeed, they realize that this is not a dream, but in fact a vision. Now don't make it too clear what kind of vision you're giving, but make it something relevant to your campaign. For instance, maybe describe a certain chapel that they see burning, one that they might recognize. You know, the one that the BBEG is planning on burning down tonight. Let's do it again and take another trinket from the player's handbook and turn it into an awesome item. And today's lucky Powerball winner is number 5. And number 5 is a brass ring that never tarnishes. So this one may seem mean, but stick with me. This one is the Ring of Curses. Now this one has a nasty little effect that when you put it on your finger, you become cursed from a random list of curses. Look up your favorite table, use one of them. And that curse is stuck on you permanently. But here's the thing. While you are cursed by a curse from that ring, you cannot otherwise be cursed. And any application of magic to remove the curse will not work so long as the ring is still on your finger. But once you remove it, it can be removed like any other curse. But if you then put the ring back on your finger, you get cursed again. Now again, I said this may sound mean, but if you think about it, you can find a really minor curse to have on you at all times while you're protected from all other curses. It took a while for my party to realize that one of the members was immune, but it was kind of funny in the end. So get cursed to prevent the curse. How about another player's handbook trinket turned into an awesome item? Rolling on the river. For number 7. And number 7 is a pair of knucklebone dice, each with a skull symbol on the side that would normally show 6 pips. Let's call these the Devil's Deal dice. These dice, highly sought after by gamblers and charlatans, are essentially magically loaded dice. Have your players roll a pair of d6s. But before they do, they say the result they want to get. This can be in the form of a number like 7, or it can be a combination of dice, like 3 and 4, or even something like Snake Eyes. Now this can be said in a shout or a whisper. The key point is the dice have to hear it. Once they roll the dice, ignore the roll they got, because it turns out it's exactly what they said, unless they rolled double 6s. This can be a result of the player physically rolling double 6s or the character demanding double 6s. If they get double 6s, they take on the bad luck curse. The first time you're cursed with bad luck, you take disadvantage on all rolls. You continue to use the dice and get it again, you automatically fail all rolls. And if they're dumb enough to continue to use the dice and get cursed again, then they crit fail all following rolls. Now this curse is something that can be lifted by anything that lifts curses. Time for another trinket from the player's handbook turned into an awesome item. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep that 23 rolling. Number 23 is a brass orb etched with strange runes. Let's call this one the Core of Inspiration. I picture this having 10 runes on it, and once activated, an individual rune can be used as D6 Bardic Inspiration at any time by the player possessing it. But initially, the entire thing is not active. The only thing your players can do with it is rattle it around a little bit, and they hear faint music coming from it. Everybody hears a slightly different song, and none of them can quite put the finger on what song it is. The first time it gets activated, I picture it kind of like this. Your characters are in a bar, tavern, or party, somewhere where there's music playing, and it turns out the bard playing activated one of the runes. Because each of the runes is individually tied to a different song, and each song has to be played nearly perfectly. Probably a DC 18 check. So basically, your party can store up inspiration, up to a total of 10 charges if they can play all the songs right, or hire someone to do it for them. This would be perfect for a party that doesn't have a bard. If you liked what you saw in this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, or check out one of the other videos or playlists listed here. Also, be sure to check out the description for links to all of my social media sites. My next video will be posted in 5 days. Thanks for watching.